In this tutorial, we are looking at HTML attributes. HTML attribute provides additional information about HTML elements. All HTML elements can have attributes. They provide additional information about elements and are always specified in the start tag. So they always be specified here. So these are, as you know, closing tag or end tag. So we never specify any attribute in closing tags. So ignore them completely. They'll always be declared in the start tag. They usually come in name value pairs, such as a name equal to a value. So they would be just put in a comment. So they will always be name equal to value, and value need to go in single quotes, or they can be in double quotes. So if we take three examples of them, so something like that, or they can be value with another quotes around. Okay, now what I'm going to do, put another quotes in between, something like double quotes here. So it is also a very valid tags, or it can be other way around. So it can be either this way, double quotes outside and single quote inside, if you're going with two different quotes. Right, so that's all valid as well. So the attribute name and their value. There are quite many attributes used in HTML, and we will discuss briefly the most commonly elements with most commonly attributes used in HTML. However, as we proceed in other tutorials, we will cover other attributes in detail. But for this one, we'll cover few very commonly used elements with their attributes. So the first one is with anchor tag. So I'm going to use anchor, which is basically used to link a page, link a website, or link within the page. You can link either, as you probably have seen, a button in the bottom says go to top, and you click that button, and if it is a very long horizontal page or vertical page, then basically by clicking that button, the page will skip to the top part of the web page. So anchor tags are used to create a hyperlink, and then the attribute for that is href, or hyper reference, we say. Formula is exactly the same, double quotes, equal sign, and double quotes. If you want to use just a placeholder for anchor tag, which normally we do until because when we start creating a website, we are not sure about different pages, their names, so we create an anchor tag and we put a kind of number sign there, and that number sign, if it is empty, it's a valid HTML code, but basically that will create an empty element, and I say home, and since there is no home page, so it will create a link over there, but that's the attribute of it. So if I say I want to create a link to http google.com, and I would put Google here, and that basically create a link to the Google page. Now this is attribute, as you can see, the attribute name is href, and the attribute value is the website address there. We'll talk about anchor tags in detail in another tutorial. For this one, we just want to see how attributes work. Another example of attributes is image and source. So image tag, which we have used there, and that's the source. So let's just use this one. And image and source is the name of attribute, and that's the value of attribute. Now you can use multiple attributes within the same element. So another attribute of it is alt tag, which is alt attribute, which basically give alternate text just in case image is not visible for any reason. So this is my cat. Now if I just change the spelling of this one, so that just to make the browser not to find this cat, and try to see the alternate text. Now in alt text it's not visible because at the moment the text which we have written there is not fitted within the box of the empty image. So we have to give a width and height of it, or at least width. So that's another attribute of image tag. And if I give a width of 200 pixel, then you can see that my text, alternate text, started to appear there. So another attribute within image is height, as you might have guessed. So if I say 500 is the height of 500 pixel, if I don't write pixel px, will understand by default that it would be a pixel. So height and width, basically now it is set. So it's basically the text is visible and can fit in within the box. That's why it is showing the box, showing the alternate text there. So that's image and alt attribute. There's another one which is quite widely used is the style. So if we want to give a style to the paragraph tag, so this is my paragraph text and closing tag of p, and then we use style. So this is called inline styling. We can embed CSS styles within an attribute, or we can create a style in head section, or the normal practice is basically creating a style sheet in a separate document with an extension of .css and link that file with our web pages. However, style is another attribute which define the style, and then we provide different values. So we write like color equal to red, and then you will see that my text color is red. However, we can use multiple then values within the style, like color, font type, font size, and all those kind of styles. We can do this here. However, it's not advisable. Recommendation is that either you use head section for defining a style, or the best way is to use external style sheet. We'll talk about it in detail when we talk about styles. Then we have a language attribute. So you should always include the lang attribute inside the HTML. I don't know why this is image here, so that should be HTML. Website development, we include lang attribute, and language attribute then have multiple languages which are supported by W3C. There's a list of languages. If you are building your website in another language like French, so FR, Arabic AR, Urdu UR, English EN, so you will define, say, this website is built in English. And furthermore, you can, because English has got many variants of British English or American English or Australian English. Similarly for Arabic AR, then you have to give a country code, such as Saudi dialect, or Saudi Arabia dialect, or UAE dialect, or Egyptian dialect. So there are some languages have many dialects, and then you would give a country code. So for English, because it's used in many countries, so there are different dialects of English. So if it is US, then you would give US there. If it is Great Britain, you would give Great Britain, and the country code is always in capital, and there are always 2 letters. There are no 3 letters in country code. So there's a complete list of country codes available online if you want to give a dialect of your own country. So that's basically all about the language. And then we have title attribute. So for a paragraph tag, I can say I can give a title as well. Very, very useful attribute. So I'll say this is, sorry, my first paragraph. Just wanted to have some different text. So that's my first paragraph. It's not visible there, but if I move my mouse on the paragraph, you will see the title there, my first paragraph. And on H1 as well, I can give a title here. A title, again, same formula, equal sign, quotation marks, single or double, doesn't matter. My heading, and then when if I move my mouse on the heading, it will give me the title of my heading. So the title attribute defines some extra information about an element. The value of the title attribute will be displayed as tooltip when you move your mouse over the element. So it's quite useful if you want to give some extra information about some kind of text. Always use lower caps, although HTML5 support capitals as well, but W3C recommends lowercase attribute in HTML and demands lowercase attributes for stricter document types like XHTML. For stricter one, they always ask for lowercase. So the best practice is basically just use lowercase attributes and lowercase elements name. So that's pretty much it about attributes, and we will see you in next tutorial. Take care. Bye.